Marcus Hunt soldiers. In today's video, I am going to be showing you all of the locations that the Qvengers have taken over during this war. And as you can see in this picture, this is the Qvenger leader Ben Bowler, who had betrayed the Marcus Hunt, including myself, which has been 5 years ever since. And it has been nearly 5 years since the Qvenger leader Ben Bowler had established the Qvengers. And also nearly been 5 years since the Marcus Hunt have declared the war against the Qvengers. So I am now going to show you all on each page on the slideshow the locations of what the Qvengers have taken over. Not all the locations will be shown in this video. So on this first page here we have got Verdansk. At first we have been there before, the Marcus Hunt have, fighting the Qvengers after they had established that army, and then back in 2021 they had destroyed this whole place with Marcus Hunt soldiers and destroyed their own men. And then ever since that was all destroyed, they had started rebuilding Verdansk just like what it was before, exactly like this. So this is Verdansk once again. And on this page is Al Mazrah. So this is Al Mazrah that the Qvengers have taken over. And they are still there as well. Every location in Al Mazrah, like Oasis, Quarry, Port, etc., are still there. Everything, like all the properties of where the Qvengers are still there. But we will be back there to go and fight the Qvengers. And this location that the Qvengers have also taken over is Urzikstan, where people from Urzikstan, including Farah, used to be. But ever since the Qvengers took over the whole place, they had to evacuate. So hopefully Farah and all of her people will go back to Urzikstan at some point, hopefully when the Qvengers have been cleared out in Urzikstan. This location, or the island, is called Ashika Island, originally taken over by the Devils. But then ever since the Devil leader Russell Sanderson had resigned from the Devils, the Qvengers had taken over all of the properties where the Devils were, like Japan, Russia, etc. So yes, this is Ashika Island, but we were thinking about destroying the whole island, like evacuating the good people there. But it depends what we do in this war. And this location that the Qvengers have taken over in the Netherlands is Vondel. So you can see the fire department, zoo, stadium, museum, etc. Everything around Vondel taken over by the Qvengers. And even the entry points, you can see where my mouse cursor is the security gate. So whenever people are coming into the Qvengers locations, they have like a security gate, whether they search for weapons or anything, or any Marcus Hunt soldiers infiltrating the location. In this location, somewhere in America, you have Santo Alezo, which obviously was taken over by the Devils, but like I said, ever since Russell had resigned, sorry, the Qvengers have taken over this location. And there's one person who was a Marcus Hunt soldier, and then he betrayed the Marcus Hunt for Russell, even though it doesn't matter now, because me and Russell are friends again. He lives in Santo Alezo somewhere, but I don't know where exactly. But I don't know what we are going to do with this location, whether we should destroy it. Because we don't really want to kill Matthew anyway. I think we should just keep him alive. Well, actually, I would say we keep Matthew alive. just kill all the Qvengers around Santo Alezo, but I want Matthew Randall alive. If you see him, bring him to me. And this location here is Steelport. Now, as I remember, the Devils had taken over Stillwater, and then the Qvengers had taken over afterwards. And we have cleared out the Qvengers in Stillwater, and Stillwater is ours. Just like with San Andreas, Liberty City, and Woohoo Island, etc. So this might be our next place to go and battle the Qvengers and clear them out in Steelport. But I don't know whether we should take over this whole island. And last but not least, a location in England, in Wales, Rhyl. So you can see this is where the Qvengers have taken over, Rhyl. And I don't really know at this point whether we will go and fight the Qvengers in Rhyl and clear them out. So I think probably we should go there and clear out the Qvengers in Rhyl, because Rhyl needs to be free from the Qvengers, because there are slaves in Rhyl and prisoners. All sorts what the Qvengers do. So I think at some point we will go to Rhyl and clear out the Qvengers. But I don't know whether we should go to Steelport first or this one. But I shall decide which location to go to first. And that is it in this video, where I'm showing you all of the locations of where the Qvengers are. If you guys want to see the Marcus Hunt locations that we have taken over, let me know in the comments section. But anyways, that'll be it for today's video. Max Plume out.